Yo, welcome to the Kenzino channel, baby. I hope you enjoy your stay. So, as you know, the CoryXKenshin Allegations had the internet shocked for a couple of days. It all started whenever this person had made this tweet boosting the allegations made by his ex, Panda Ninja Official. This shit was treacherous. I mean, Cory is one of the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got over 20 million subscribers for a reason. Twitter was filled to the brim with niggas saying that they always knew he was weird. Blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that. It really just had you thinking, damn, what the fuck did this man Cory do? I'm not gonna lie, bro. After standing back and watching shit unfold for a couple of days, I can safely say niggas don't know how to read. That's the main point I want to make in this video, okay? Niggas do not read. So basically, this woman alleged that CoryXKenshin was a fuckboy. Cory was an absolute fuckboy. He absolutely ghosted her. He led her on. He took her on for a ride. I'm not gonna back Cory up for it, but I can't really judge him too much because shit, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had that phase too. Ghosting somebody is not a good thing to do, and I can understand that she was heartbroken by this. But if you were to look at the allegations on a surface level, you would think that this nigga Cory murdered her whole family while she was watching. Holy shit, look at some of the language she's using in some of these posts, bro. I mean, holy shit. Even writing this now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body like it just happened yesterday. What did this nigga do? Reading that, you would think that this nigga fucking dissected her or something. Like, this is crazy. Okay, here's another one. Do you know what that kind of pattern does to someone? It rewires your nervous system. It teaches you not to trust softness, not to believe kindness. It makes you think that if something feels good, it's probably a setup. Obviously, this girl was extremely hurt by Cory back in the day. I'm not gonna defend that. That nigga was definitely shitty. The issue with these allegations though, based off of the way that she's talking, the niggas who actually didn't read what she was saying, which, let's be honest, I'm not blaming people if they didn't read it. She posted 3 TikToks with like over 30 walls of text explaining the story instead of just making one coherent video. I don't understand it. Yeah, niggas ran with the idea that Cory was a sexual abuser. Now, how the fuck did they come to this conclusion? Well, because not only did she make these TikToks with all of this damning language, right? She also posted this video right here.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
Now, I'm not a rocket scientist. In fact, I had to drop out of college. But nigga, 2 + 2 = 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't post a video of this nigga cracking a joke like that and then say some shit like that. Niggas is gonna run to the hills and back, okay? Do you understand that the internet has an attention span of a half-eaten goldfish? And I'm not even talking about the animals, my nigga. I'm talking about the crackers. I ain't gonna lie. I went into this with an open mind and I was willing to see what the fuck was getting alleged, just to find out that the meat and potatoes of the whole situation is that CoryXKenshin used to be a fuckboy back in the day. My nigga. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit is crazy. But what's even crazier is the internet's reaction to this shit. Like I said earlier, a lot of people were quick to condemn Cory. They switched up on him. They disavowed him. They did this and that. The way niggas was tweeting about Cory, you would have thought this nigga needed to be locked up with Diddy. Look, let me show you a couple of these tweets, right? Y'all, I'm actually grieving the CoryXKenshin situation. What do you mean the nigga I grew up watching has essay allegations with videotaped proof? What the fuck do you mean videotaped proof? You can't take shit at face value on the internet. Because if you read through her allegations, she says a lot. But one thing she does not explicitly say is he sexually assaulted her. She said everything else in the world, but she didn't say that. Now, I will admit, of course, I do think that she posted all of this knowing how it was gonna make him look. But at the same time, niggas definitely should have read into the situation before saying shit like this. That CoryXKenshin exposed video made my stomach drop to my fucking ankles. I actually did something to you while you were asleep too. I'm sorry, I just got a fetish that I do. Nigga, what? What do you mean? Now, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that joke is kind of crazy. And I really hate that CoryXKenshin said something like that. You know what I mean? Especially in the big 2025. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Wait, you said what? 2018? Hold on, bro. Okay, because this changes everything. As I was recording this video and looking information up, I found out that these motherfuckers dated back in 2018. You are making an exposed TikTok about a nigga 9 years later? About a nigga who ghosted you? I'm speechless. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, I'm gonna just be honest. I don't give a fuck that he made a tasteless joke 9 years ago. I genuinely just don't give a damn. It might be tasteless. It might be kind of weird with no context, but nigga, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna judge a nigga off of a joke he said 8 years ago. Thank God I grew up watching Flight Reacts and not CoryXKenshin's weird ass, bro. Twitter is definitely not the place you want to go if you want to maintain sanity. But yeah, niggas were quick to condemn Cory. Throughout all of this, Cory hasn't said a single word. Still to this day, he hasn't said a single word. So why did the tides change on the situation? It's because niggas who actually, you know, read the allegations realized, hold on, what the fuck is she talking about? Niggas actually read the allegations, actually looked into what she was saying, and once you get past all of the emotional mumbo jumbo, you realize that she's just saying that Cory was a toxic boyfriend. That's all it was. Look, bro, if you want to cut Cory off from your playlist rotation because you can't agree with him ghosting somebody 8 years ago, I'm not going to say shit to you. There is nothing in this situation that says sexual offender. Let's relax on that, okay? Slowly, one by one, huge content creators started reacting to this situation, putting their 2 cents in, and making people realize this woman said a whole lot of nothing. I get it, you're hurt. I'm not gonna take that away from her. But my nigga, it's been 8 years. Like, you, at this point, just talk to the therapist and get over it. Like, you knew bringing this shit to the internet was gonna make him look a certain way. And I really was about to give her some credibility until I found out this shit was 8 years ago. If this shit happened like last year or something, okay, that's a different story. But 8 years, my nigga? Like, gang, I was literally able to graduate high school, go to college, drop out of college, and start working and buy my own car in the time it took you for you to say these allegations. Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. So now that the conversation have shifted, what are niggas saying now? Well, let me just tell you something about Twitter niggas, okay? Twitter niggas avoid accountability like it's the bubonic plague. All of these niggas who were tweeting, talking all this shit about Cory, not realizing that they were exposing themselves for not even doing a modicum of research on the allegations before they started calling this nigga a weird rapist. These niggas are doubling down. And this shit is ridiculous, bro. I need y'all hoes to understand, even if CoryXKenshin was joking, that doesn't make it okay. That's nasty and genuinely he should have gotten his ass beat for that. And including you, if you think joking about abuse/assault is funny, get your nasty ass out of here. My nigga, this is why I say not take things at face value on the internet. Cause now you look dumb as shit because the woman herself came out and admitted that the clip was not even supposed to make him look bad.
The essay happened to me when I was younger.
A whole different person.
And it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that that he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like
thank you for saying
like,
that.
To laugh, like we were like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video. I literally said that this is one of the moments that I had with him that that it seemed like it was real, but it wasn't.
If you were to tell me that she's definitely just backtracking because she realizes how crazy these allegations make her look, I completely agree with you. But regardless, she didn't even feel uncomfortable at all. So what the fuck are you niggas talking about? And as the conversation started to shift from Cory being an abuser to niggas being like, okay, if Cory didn't sexually assault this woman and the relationship was 8 years ago, what the fuck is she talking about? And now we're at the point where she is hopping on TikTok lives trying to explain why she decided to trauma dump this shit on the timeline.
This was literally not intended to attack or have attacks towards Cory. So please stop the essay allegations towards him. That is not true, and that's not what I said. There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content.
She knew that ass was cooked. I'm just gonna be honest. She knew that shit. She knew that ass was cooked. She's going around saying that Cory did not sexually assault her, and niggas are still saying that he's a weirdo. You've done irreversible damage to this nigga's career, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Niggas who always hated Cory but could never have a valid reason to hate him, those niggas were celebrating a couple of days ago, and now they're doubling down because they don't want to admit that they had jumped the gun like an Olympic fucking athlete. You know what I'm saying? It's just Twitter. It's just Twitter. I don't even need to explain how the fuck Twitter works with allegations. But this shit was ridiculous. The craziest part is that Cory never once made a peep about this shit. And I think he needs to keep it like that, because responding to this, giving this any validation is crazy. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Cory was definitely toxic in the past. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't give a fuck. Like, holy shit. Oh my God. It was 8 years ago. Cory was literally a 24-year-old rich man. Of course he's gonna act up. Of course he's gonna act a little wild. I don't give a fuck. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk to a therapist about this. Like, this isn't something you should have brought to the internet. I'm cool. And that's my little rant, bro. It's just the people who were running their mouths on Twitter that just got me. Because these niggas look dumb as shit, and instead of just admitting that they jumped the gun, they're just calling Cory weird. Shit gets me so aggravated is because once you add the context that this was 8 years ago, on top of the fact that the worst thing that happened in this situation is that Cory was insensitive and ghosted her. Once you take those two things into account, some of the shit that she was saying is completely outrageous. He hurt people. He manipulated, discarded, and walked away clean every time. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last unless someone finally says something. I didn't speak up for years, not because I had nothing to say, but because I knew how this world treats women who speak against men with status. I knew I'd be labeled bitter, jealous, unstable. I knew his fans would tear me down before they ever tried to understand me. What is this woman talking about, bro? To the girls still watching him with heart in your eyes, thinking you to be the exception because you're different, prettier, more understanding, more his type, you won't be. He doesn't need a better woman. He needs to become a better man, and he won't. You could be stunning, soft, loyal, everything he claims he wants, and still it won't stop what's coming. Why are you saying shit about this when the last time you had a problem with this nigga was back when I was in high school? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Why are you speaking on this as if 8 years isn't enough time for this nigga to completely change and drop the toxic shit? And even if he's still toxic, I don't give a damn. Like, holy shit. I'm just confused as to what made you come out and start speaking as if you still know how he is. When you remember that this shit is 8 years ago, you're probably sitting here wondering, why the fuck is she talking about him like she still knows how he is? Why are you telling us that he still isn't a man? He doesn't need a better woman. He's still not a man. He needs to grow up, needs to do better. This is 8 years too late, dog. Like, holy shit. What are we talking about, bro? She's saying that don't be surprised when other women come forward with their stories and stuff. Look, bro, the only thing that this is telling me is that CoryXKenshin was a dog. That's all that this is telling me. This nigga was a player. He was a straight up hoe back in the day. And you know what? I'm not even gonna be mad at the nigga, okay? If I had money and status too, shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have gone through toxic stages. A lot of people have had toxic relationships that they regretted. And I'm not gonna devalue the pain that she might have felt from being ghosted and led on. But I am gonna say, after 8 years, my nigga, like, it's about time for you to just accept that shit didn't work out. I guarantee you, if CoryXKenshin was just another regular nigga on the side of the road, she would not be thinking about this nigga 8 years later, okay? This shit was done because this nigga is one of the top YouTubers. Like, I'm sorry. I know that's gonna be heartless to say, but I'm just being honest, bro. There's no other reason why you're still holding on to this shit.